But there we go. Oh, look. All right, let's go look. So now I have the arrow, and the arrow is pointing, yes. Hey guys, how y'all doing? So today's gonna be about the Pavo Femto. And you're probably wondering, well, why are you inside if you're gonna talk about the Pavo Femto? Well, because the Pavo Femto is not really about flying today. It's about installing a GPS on the Pavo Femto. I learned a lot from this first time soldering. So I did get a practice board to test that out, and everything worked. But I noticed some things that I never saw in anyone else's video that hopefully I can help you with. But I'm gonna talk over basically what I went through to get this set up, and then we'll go ahead and get outside and I have a video of that I'll put on the end of the video. I will fast forward some of the parts outside because it was really me troubleshooting why is it not working. And I really think I learned something, and which I'm extremely happy about. I am actually going to install these on all the little drones I get with the FPV. It worked great. So without further ado, let's get started. So I went with the Mini 10 GPS module, and it hooks up a certain way. You can see it goes from TX to RX, RX to TX, VCC to VCC, ground to ground. This right here is a picture of the board. You see on the bottom left where it says R1, T1 ground, 5V. That's what we're going to use. So for the Pavo Femto, we're actually going to use the UART1 for this. So I hope that helps y'all. And this is just the other side of the board. This actually is a diagram showing how you would connect it, the different items you have, and what we're dealing with is GPS. I will be doing another video on the buzzer you see in the very top. And again, this is the first time I'm taking the Pavo Femto apart, so I took it apart a little too much, but it's okay, I learned a lot. So here's the Pavo Femto upside down. I went ahead and took the top frame off, separated it. You see here it's a little more. And this is when I took it off, I was like, I probably didn't need to do all that, but it's okay. So now what we're gonna do is, if we look here, this is, and let me make sure, you see right there, I'm gonna zoom in on this real quick, because this is what we're gonna connect to. You see the 5V, ground, RX, and TX. Remember, R1, it's going to be UART1 and Betaflight, but R1 goes to TX, and T1 goes to RX, and we got ground, and we got 5V. Now, this thing is really small, so when I was soldering this, I was like, good grief. Again, it's my first time soldering something on a board that I guess I could destroy. And then I did the same thing on the Mini, sorry, on the Mini GPS. And right here you see them together. And I did use a smoke stopper when I put it back together. And I didn't know I could do a smoke stopper, I guess, when it was still apart. Anyway, everything worked fine, which I was really happy with. My first solder. I didn't have any alarms or anything like that. And right here, you can see when it lights up, there's a red light on the actual GPS, and the Pavo Femto, all the lights, of course, came on that just fine. In Betaflight, I used R1, so we're going to use UART1. And what you do, that came with this one, this GPS, you select GPS here, and then per the instructions, it said you select the 115200. And once I did that, I saved it. Inside configuration, you'll want to turn GPS on. Once you turn GPS on, you'll see GPS show up on the left-hand side, and you'll want to select that. Under GPS configuration, you'll want to select U-blocks from the drop-down menu, and you'll want to select auto config, use Galileo. And also, I have it set where I have it set where it says set home point once that's something that you want to look at, how that works. And the next thing I have it select auto detect, and I go in and save and reboot. And once I got done saving and reboot and I went to configuration, when it came up, I actually see that the GPS is red. And here is something that I didn't know, because most of us are going to be doing this inside the house. The GPS won't connect. It'll be red until it connects, and then it'll turn an orange color, or a yellow color like you'll see later on when we go outside. And when it says waiting for GPS 3D fix, because you're inside, it can't fix your location. And again, we'll go this once we go outside. But basically, this actually, once you see the GPS signal showing up top, that means your GPS is talking to the flight controller and you're good to go. So now we're gonna go outside and we'll go ahead and talk through that. 1 second. Again, thanks for clicking on the channel, for coming along. It's kind of hot in Texas, so for now, I'm gonna have the truck running and we're gonna install a GPS on it, soldered it on there. Am I good at soldering? No, I was not good at soldering. Am I great? No. But I did get a practice board, practiced on it. These components are small as get up. And when I'm at the park now, I went ahead and connected it with the 3M tape at the bottom. So it's stuck there, and there's the housing for the M10, I think M10 fish fly or something like that. Anyway, probably look like that better. So, and I have it just coming out the back. And I didn't... I bought a heat shrink and I bought a heat gun, and I was going to heat shrink the wires, but I already put everything on, and I already put the housing for the GPS on, so I just put some electrical tape on it. I didn't like the wires dangling, so I'll protect it. Am I going to wreck it? Probably not. This is more going to be for testing the GPS out and everything like that. Make sure I'm recording. But without further ado, I'm going to go and get my Mac out, and we're going to look at that too, how it looks, and see if I get GPS. I'm not inside the house, of course. I'm at the park. Give me a minute, and let me get set up, and I'll come back to you. All right, so as you see, we're recording. Pavo Femto's on there. Let's go ahead and let's look at a GPS we have right here. I'll need to hook a battery up to it to see if what happens. Let's go ahead and hook a battery up to it. You know, once the battery happens, it starts getting hot. See if it starts finding satellites. All right, it's searching. I can see that. Hold on 1 second. It's recording. Hopefully it's gonna find. Let me start the recording on. Let me look at the goggles, see how they look. 1 second. All right, let me start the recording on the goggles. All right, it's recording. That thing I added on the goggles, that Celsius 120, 131, you see it heating up. So it's searching. We still see it searching. That's the only thing I've noticed when they're trying to find satellites. You may be without a battery for a little bit. It's 138. And they say what you can do is disconnect and reconnect. So let's go ahead and do that with the battery. We'll go ahead and pull it out. Disconnect. Reconnect. All right, we're reconnected. Okay. See if I lost my video. I did. I don't have longitude and latitude yet. I'm going to start the recording on the goggles again. Still nothing. Look at one leg real quick. All right, it's still searching. And this is the problem with the GPS, I believe. I did add the GPS to the Pavo Femto, but the main reason I did that was I want to get ready when I add something else to it. Hold on, let me put this on the AC, so it kind of cools down a little bit. Temperature. Yeah, it's cooling down good. Well, still don't have GPS, and I don't think because I'm inside the truck. You can see it searching. And I really needed to find something. One second. Let's disconnect. I don't want to disconnect from Betaflight though, because that's what I'm recording. Well, again, me putting the GPS in the Pavo Femto was actually for me to see how it works, see how I get it working. So when I get my bigger drone and I need GPS, that's great. I am going to put a buzzer on this. I believe I have all the settings correct. You see it's searching, and I'm outside, and the reason why it's red is because I haven't found signal yet. Oh, there's a green bar right there. GPS signal strength. All right. I wonder if it. There we go. We're fully locked. Let's look on the goggles, and I should have longitude and latitude here in a little bit. It's locked, and my battery. Okay, I got 4. All right, we're flying. The course should change a little bit. There we go. Helps out a lot. I don't have longitude and latitude yet though. What do I have? Well, I didn't have longitude and latitude. I know it takes a while. Friend of mine, he said, make sure you bring about 6 batteries. I was like, okay, that's, I said, I have 4. So, all right, we're going to hook it back up. Let's see what the goggles show. I wish I had longitude and latitude. Hold on one second. Let's go ahead and get back into Betaflight. Let's go to GPS. Signal quality. Let's go ahead and disconnect and reconnect. All right. Let's go ahead and start the recording again. Record. GPS. I got power. Finally, I like it put in front of the AC unit. You know. I don't know. I wish I knew why that's doing that. Maybe not. It says check your internet connection for GPS location. Junk. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why I didn't have lat longs. Let me connect to my phone real quick. Okay, I'm connected. I'm going to disconnect from Betaflight. Reconnect. We're connected. GPS. Okay, we're searching now. How many satellites? No satellites. Pavo Femto is cooling down. Battery's dying. I still have 0 satellites. Current GPS. There we go. We got lat longs. We are fully locked. Yep, it took a while. I don't know how long that took. I'll have to time it. We're almost out of battery though. Let me go ahead and switch a battery because I want to check this out. 1 second, guys. Oh, the guy's right. Maybe I need 6 batteries. Let me disconnect this battery, take it out. It's about dead. Let's put another one in and power it up. All right. So, oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I don't want to zoom that. I just want to show you. So we have It says 0 satellites though still. I know. I think the controller doesn't like to be sitting there. Hold on. But we do have satellites. We can see that it's locked. Lat longs are on there. How many satellites? But I have 0 satellites. Current lat longs. Maybe I gotta take off. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't like to have 0 satellites, but we can see there it's doing something. It's like it's traveling, but I'm not sure what it's doing, to tell you the truth. Fully locked. I want to see GPS is not green. I need more satellites. I wonder if it's searching for me. Maybe that's what it's doing. So those 2 are locked. I just got to make sure that no satellites, lat long. I was hoping by now I would have a satellite, at least one. What's weird is we have current lat longs and Betaflight, but on screen I don't, and I have 0 satellites. So you would think that would show on my. I don't know if that's what it's doing. It's searching for me where I'm currently at. I'm still recording. My camera got a little hot there. It's in the sun. So we're still recording. We're just on the right here on the Mac and the mic. It's not overheating. Sun's beeping. Oh, hold on one second. Thanks, my controller. I don't know why I don't want to take off yet. I want to see what it does with satellites. Maybe I don't need my controller on though for it to do the satellite. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I got the dumb fully locked. So we got 2 fully locked. It's like it's searching me though. It's trying to find me. This does take a while. Good grief. I really thought this would be a little faster. Sorry about that sound. It's not overheating, so that's good. Still have not got any satellites yet. One second. Hold on. Got some plan. All right. It's like it's searching for me though. That's a little different. Well, that takes a long time. I got 2 fully locked. So that's almost, maybe if you had a power source you could connect to it and then lock it. I want to turn that little thing off. I think I have the button on to hit the buzzer go. It's probably doing that because it's not overheating. That's a good thing. So this is a good test. I'm still red up top because I guess it's still trying to find me. I don't know where it's trying to go around the world. You would think it would have found me now. I'm not too worried about flying it today. I just want to see what exactly happens. Does it ever find me? I mean, I'm on what, battery, in a sense, 3. I just want to understand how this works so we can understand this. I'm kind of shocked it's still having a search for me though. We can see the current lat longs are changing. I mean, how many satellites does it need? And I'm inside the truck. I wonder if I got outside the truck, would it be faster? I really don't know. I'd have to almost do it in the evening because it's just too hot. I don't need a controller. Let me see. We got Betaflight, so I don't really need the controller right now. So I got 2 fully locked now, and this may be a longer video than I anticipated. I thought this would be a little different. And again, I'm in my truck. I really want to know if I get outside my truck, does it work better? You know what? Let me just, I can leave the truck running a little bit. Let me turn it off and then turn it back on. So it doesn't let me get outside the truck. Put everything in I can put the laptop. I can put the laptop in the seat and then put the drone outside the truck. And I have an AC unit right here, and we can still see what happens. So right now, the AC unit is, or the drone is actually, there's 0 satellites. I want to see if it's outside the truck. Will it find me more? 126. I really wish I knew where it was searching at. I mean, it's moving, but maybe once it finds you the first time, it knows where you're at. And so it doesn't have to search the world. So if I take the battery out, does it still search? No, it doesn't, because the battery gives a GPS power. I really want to know, because I bet you, and I'm hoping this is the way it works. I don't totally know. I'm hoping once it finds where you're at, then the next time it runs, it looks where you're at in a sense. It knows the city and state you're in, or at least the city you're in, and then it doesn't take forever to find you. Definitely, guys, if you have any comments on this or stuff like that, definitely leave me a comment there, because I love to know more about this. And I hope I have enough battery. I got one more battery over there for it to find me. It's cold enough. It's only 104 Celsius. I know you're not seeing the screen record right now, but it's all right. You're seeing what's on the one second. You're seeing what's on the Mac. So I'll tell you what, the DJI drones, they find satellites really quick. So I would think this would find it fairly quick too, but maybe it just takes a while for the first time. Uh-oh, we have a little more satellites there. Look, there's more coming around. Not satellites, I'm sorry. More signal strength. Let me put it outside the truck more. Put the whole laptop outside the truck. All right, so the whole thing's outside the truck, everything. Fully locked. Searching. I gotta be careful because I gotta worry about the temperature. It's 117. Hold on, let me get away from the truck with the laptop. I just want to know if it finds it faster. Well, we see it moving around when I turn around, so it's definitely working. Hold on, put it back in the front of the vent. You see it heating up a little bit. It's at 135, which is fine. Because you can see right here. Well, it quit moving though. So, there's water. I wonder if I can zoom on that. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. There's the Twin Bridge, and I'm right here. So it finally found me. So why doesn't it know? Lock. So I wonder, zero satellite still. Yeah, it found me. It's not searching anymore. I got lat longs here. Do I have the wrong lat longs on my goggles? Current lat longs. Let's look at this. Maybe that's what it is. GPS lat longs, what are those for? 1, 2. Let's just see. What are those? I don't think that's them. Let's go back to GPS. Again, zero satellites. Zero satellites. That's really weird, guys. I mean, it found me. It knows where I'm at. Let's disconnect the battery and reconnect it. See if it makes a difference. All right, disconnect and reconnect. All right. 1 second. We're recording. So I have the Betaflight up. I'm going to connect it to the Pavo Femto. I wonder if I can use my camera here and y'all can see a little better. Give me a second here. All right, guys. So sorry that sun's in my eye. So I'm going to connect it back up to Betaflight. Batteries disconnected, and I want to see if it actually finds me again. It's lit up. It's connected. 1 second. Let's go to GPS. It's searching for 3D fix. So it looks like, okay, so it looks like it does not need, I was misunderstanding. I guess it does not need a battery in there to find GPS, because as you can see, my battery is disconnected. You can see that there, but I have lights on the GPS. Well, that's really good. I wish I would have known that. So because of that, let's go on the back of the truck. 1 second, guys. I hope I didn't waste y'all's time on this, and we could have done this the whole time. Where's my keys? And that's good because it means it wouldn't overheat. Hold on one second. There we go. And this is why we do this. Give me a second, guys. Oh, man, it found me a lot quicker that time. Look at that. All right, guys. Then we got this figured out. We got this figured out now. Let's go ahead and hit record on this. I have 3 satellites. Let me reconnect the battery real quick. So, and then we'll start from scratch. So, got that. Hold on, battery's connected. One second. Battery's connected. I have 4 satellites. Let me hit the thing. It's recording. I have 4 satellites. Excellent. I don't know how many satellites I need. Maybe 5. But this is going to get hot. So let me undo the battery. Let me stop the recording. And it knows where I'm at now. So that's the key. I bet you could use the Speedy B, because it would be a power source for you. You could plug it in and have a battery maybe connected to that. I didn't realize that I could use my laptop. I thought, for whatever reason, I thought the battery was powering the GPS, not realizing. But let me go on top, because I'm in the open. Let's just go. Well, no, I'm in the open in the back of my truck, so I don't want to go on top of my truck. I mean, it's in the open. We can see right here. One second. You can see right here. It's in the open, and not being plugged in helps a lot. I wish I would have realized that. You're going to see the recording of this, of course. But I have 4 satellites now, and that's good. I don't know how many satellites you need to do your lat longs, though. I don't know. On your thing, maybe it takes a bit. I don't think 4 satellites are enough. You probably need like 12 or so. But it did find me quicker. It found me a lot quicker. So maybe I was right when I said when it initially finds you, you'll know. So let's do this again. Hold on one second. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the recording. No, I'm not going to stop so you can see. I'm going to disconnect. I am going to disconnect the drone from Betaflight totally. It doesn't matter about the controller and the goggles. I don't care. There's no battery connected. So at this point, there is no power to the GPS. And so I'm going to connect it up. We see the red light. Betaflight came up. We'll go to GPS. Again, my computer is connected to the internet because of my phone. So I'm curious. I want to see how long it takes. Oh, I'm still recording. Yep, on my computer. I'm really curious to how long it's going to take me to find and get satellites. It actually looks like it is working faster when I'm outside the truck. So that's good to know. So it looks like all I need is a power source. So if you had a power bank, you'd be good to go. I have 2 fully locked really quick, which is good. I think the GPS needs to be green, and then I'll have everything like I want it. It's definitely searching a lot faster with it outside my truck. And that's good to know, and it's good for you guys to know. I want to make sure I'm recording. And I am. My battery on my Action 4 Pro is almost dead. All right, I got 4 satellites again. It found me. We can see it found me because when I turn the drone, you see it turn on. You see it turn. So that's a good thing to know, that it's the power. You just need a power source so it can find it before you take off. And if you're not using the battery, Well, guess what? The Pavo Femto doesn't overheat. So I have a power source. I have a, yeah, that would be it. I have a little brick. It would just connect to here, and it would do it. The Speedy Bee. So we are going to test that because I want to see. Oh, that's 7 satellites. And my GPS fix is true. It's not green, but it's true. And 7. Maybe I only need 7. Let me see what's in the goggles. This is a learning moment, believe me. Not just for me, for you two guys. You already know, but this is the farthest I've got. It's the first time I'm testing it though. So I'm connected. I'm going to start the recording once it shows. I have 6 satellites. I have lat longs. There we go, baby. There we go. We're good. So it needs a power source. Let's go ahead and take off, fly a little bit. Why not, right? Let's go ahead and disconnect that from there. I'm a happy camper. Betaflight's disconnected. It's reconnect. Let's go. All right. So we have lat longs. We're recording. Oh, this is better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, good. So that's what it needs. I'm on top of the thing. I want to overheat. Let's see. Oh, I don't have the home point, do I? Oh, anyway. Acro. Start. Okay, why is it not starting? Come on. 8 satellites. Core. I know you're getting hot. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. If I disconnect it, then reconnect it. All right, let me disconnect this. The battery. I don't know why I didn't do that. Let me turn this off. Okay. Here we go. Turn back on. All right. We're going to connect the Betaflight real quick. I disconnect the battery. I have 8 satellites. So I should have lat longs when I connect the battery. Let's disconnect from Betaflight real quick. Maybe I didn't realize I disconnected, and that's probably why. I bet that's what it was. It didn't realize I disconnected from Betaflight, so I probably couldn't take off. All right. Let it connect. I have lat longs. I have 8 satellites. Angle, acro. Yep, that's what it was. Here we go. All right, guys. So we got it. I know how to do it now. Sorry, my back's facing to you. 1 second. I don't even know how the camera's facing. So sorry if you're looking at my chest or the ground or my chin or what. But there we go. Oh, look. All right, let's go look. So now I have the arrow. And the arrow is pointing, yes, that's the way I want to go. The arrow is pointing toward my truck or where I'm at. That is great. Woo! It took a little bit, but I think I understand how we're going to do this. I'm going to do this now. Should be pointing backwards. It's a little slower than the DJI ones, but hey, it is definitely working. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I'm going to have to do the test the rescue out. That'll be a separate video. And we see we're heading home. Yep, we're heading home. Y'all see that? Oh, gosh. I'm happy as hell with this. Oh, gosh, that's excellent. So, I have an extra power source, which is fine. I should have realized that. I didn't. And that would have saved me some trouble. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, this is excellent. So I know I can do this now without overheating the Pavo Femto. That's what you need to do. So you need a power source. Once you get a power source, then look at the home point in the bottom of the home point right there in the bottom left-hand corner. 45, 432. So everything is working. My speed working too. Feet distance. Oh man. Oh yeah. This is it, guys. This video is gonna be long, but it's gonna be trial and error. Like, what happened? They're gonna be like, I don't know how to do it. I have to speed up the video, the other video, because this is great. I'm very happy with this. And I understand you just need a power source. So yes, all my drones that I buy FPV will come, or I will install a GPS like this, because with the lat longs, I can find it. I will do a beeper also, but that's gonna be a separate video. And I'm ecstatic with this right here. So now I need to do, so to recap, what you can do, once you get your GPS set up, and again, I'll go over that. I probably have already gone over that in the video. You're just seeing the very tail end of the video. But for me, it's a separate day. Once you get that done, hook it to a power source, let it find you. Don't hook it to a battery, hook it to a computer so they can find you. Once it finds you, let it get, looks like it needed 7 satellites. The Pavo Femto did. Once I got that, hooked to the battery, I saw it in the goggles, and I was good to go. And now I need to come home because I'm getting low on battery. What am I, 7.2? I'm all right. I need to move that one thing over a little bit. It's kind of crowding the speed. It's kind of crowding the thing. But hey, the speed's working. Everything is working. Love it. The arrow's working. Wow. Well, let's get back home. And this is what I wanted to do today, or this evening, or this, yeah. Let's go ahead and get that back home. Temperature is a good thing to have on the screen for the Pavo Femto. Let's go and land that bad boy, get out of the grass a little bit. Cut it. Sorry guys, kind of warm. Apart. So anyway, I am going to take that back off, and that tape, and I'm going to heat shrink that, but I got to take it out of its, the GPS out of its case. So anyway, it worked. I had to learn a lot as far as soldering and stuff like that, but learn how this thing's supposed to work too, and that's going to help me with the new drone that I'm getting. I talked about. It's called Yellow Jacket. I'm going to basically, I know I'm going to do the rest of my drones. I am going to install this right here. It did great. Everything worked like I wanted it. I was hoping it would. Like the videos, I had to learn that. For whatever reason, I was thinking that, I don't know why I thought this, because when I was at home without connecting the battery to it, there was a light showing on the GPS, a red light, which I knew I had power. I don't know why I think I had to have, I don't know why I thought I had to have the battery in there. All right, guys, so I got my power bank, and I got the Pavo Femto connected to it. I do not have my goggles or anything on, but I'm going to put them on real quick and power them up. To me, and I can see real quick, because you know it takes a while to search and find the find everything. So we're just seeing how this works real quick. All right. All right, here we go. So everything's on. Remote control stick error, of course, because so it found me. All I want to do, and I'll have to work with the SpeedDB app a little later. It looks like I don't have a battery to power it up. The 2S battery looks like it doesn't fit. So I may be wrong on that, but anyway, let's go ahead and put a battery in there. Because it took a while the first time, but let's see if it speeds up now. And we're not going to see this. You're not going to be able to see this on screen until, see if we get satellites quicker. Again, I'm in the truck. Oh, wow, look at that, guys. Look at that. Immediately. immediately it grabs satellites. 6. So yes, once it finds you, yeah, this is going to be it right here. This is going to be it. So it's going to work just like I want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn everything off. Let me turn this off. Nope, it saves that. Stop the recording. All right, I'm going to turn that off. Turn this off. And I'm going to disconnect the battery. Put that back in there. I'm going to connect power source. I have power. It's red. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it. Now, nothing's connected. I'll put all this stuff up later. But I'm going to drive home. And I have a feeling now, because it found me now, it finally found me where I'm at. So it's not going to have to search all across the United States to find me. So I don't live that far away. I probably live, I don't know, maybe 4 miles away from the park. But we're going to see. So I'll be back. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys. So I'm home. Not at the park, as you can see. I'll flip it around. You can see. I'm home. I live about 4 or 5 miles from the park. So we're going to do this what I did at the park, because I feel, and I don't think people explain this on other channels I've seen. I'm going to connect my power bank to my Pavo Femto, so I can get power. And you see the GPS is lit up. I don't know if you can see there or not, but it is. Lights at the bottom. Power bank's on. Well, power bank's been on. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just turn my goggles on. Take my seatbelt off. And I'm going to turn my controller on. And all I did was come here, park, plug it up, take my glasses off. Jeez. All right, everything's on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect my battery to it so I can get some signal to my goggles. Then we should hear it beep. I'll hit the beep. And look at that. I have 4 satellites. So, it happened that quick. Probably, I think you need 7 satellites. And the good thing about it is I can disconnect the battery and I could let it sit here for a little bit so it can find satellites. So let's do that for a little bit. I'm going to disconnect the battery. Hold on. Stop the recording. Oh, shit. Hold on. Stop the recording. There you go. And because the reason we're doing that is because we don't want the Pavo Femto to overheat. Now what's weird is when I do that, I lose power to the GPS. So I need to unplug the power bank, plug it back in, and I have power now on my Pavo Femto. Well, the flight controller and the Pavo Femto. So let's just wait here a little bit. The good thing about this, it's not overheating, and that's what's going to save you. Tell you the truth, if I want to go fly, I just hook this little bad boy up when I'm in the truck, drive to my location. By the time I get there, I think I'll have satellites. I don't think other channels showed this on the screen where I didn't have internet on my Mac at first, and so it was searching for internet. So when I connected my phone, you could see the GPS traveling. And so I think once it finds you, it connects so much faster. And you saw when I got home, parked, I didn't do anything. Turned it on. It's been a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what it says now. I only can see it through the goggles. So let's go and connect my battery up again. I've been here probably about 2 minutes or something like that. I'll start the recording right when it connects. I have 6 satellites, and look at that. I have lat lawns. So, that's it. Stop the recording. Make sure it's recorded that. Yep. Stop the recording. Disconnect my battery. So, to, I don't know his name, 508 Air Photography, I can't remember his name, when he said, you better make sure you have 6 batteries. Well, you don't need 6 batteries. You don't need any batteries. All you need is a power source. So, I hope this helps you guys. I'm going to do another video on SpeedyBee. Doing kind of the same thing, but without the laptop. I want to see what it shows there. So once you hook up, again, I have the M10, it'll be on there, GPS. Once it's on there, let me turn this off. I can hear it fan turning on. So once it's on there, the GPS for the first time, and you power it up like I did indoors the other day, and I had my computer connected and it was just searching. My computer had internet inside my house, of course, my Mac, but it couldn't get out through the roof. I saw one time it locked, but I did not realize it was just, until I saw the screen, it has to find where you're at. And once it found where I'm at, it knows exactly what city I am and everything. Well, guess what? It connected immediately. I didn't have to wait 10 minutes. I probably waited 3 minutes, if that. So again, I hope that explains it. And I hope you like this content. If you do, please subscribe. There'll be more content coming with FPV drones and stuff like that. I love watching, was it Joshua Bardwell and other guys. But again, thanks so much. I know it's kind of a long video. I'm going to try to speed up some of it. Some of the troubleshooting I was doing. Because it did last a while. So anyway, thanks so much for coming, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again. Bye.